Hello, wonderful Capricorns, and thank you so much for joining me. This is the astrology trends and updates for the week of the 16th of March through to the 22nd of March. And my name is Gordon, and if you've just joined or just found us on a Google search or something like that, then please, if you like the channel, please press the subscribe button down there, and that will get the videos to you on a regular weekly update, because that's when they're published. Now, you also can see the website address and also the email address. If you wish to contact me direct, confidentially, whatever, you can do so on the email address, or because this is an interactive channel published every week, interactive channel, then please leave a comment down below. If you like the video, press the like button, please. Thank you. Right, okay, now this is for the bottom of a playlist. If you go to the top of the playlist, you'll find out what the trends really are for this week. And it's a busy week, similar to last week. It's a very, very busy week. A lot of things going on here. And this is for specific, though, for rising sign Capricorns. So, you know, depending on time of birth, and also, of course, the sun sign Capricorns as well. Right, so where do we begin? Well, the first thing is that we have your your main planet there, which is Saturn, has slowly ground to a halt and is starting to prepare to go retrograde, and it will go there for quite some months. At the moment, that's sat in your 12th house, so it's more to do with your mind and things along those lines, things that you're contemplating, and it is, you know, it's your ruling planet. But other planets that are very important to you, you know, we see Venus moving into your 5th house, which is absolutely brilliant. That's to do with money, speculation, work, and also, of course, Mercury. Now, Mercury has left your 2nd house, which is to do with money and your own personal wealth and that sort of thing, and has gone into the 3rd house, which is to do with communication, can be to do with work as well, getting on with other people. And, you know, this is quite an important placing for it, because it's gone into the area of Pisces, which can make you quite determined, but also, you know, it gets support from your sun, so you now have a supporting mental system, for want of a better word. Now, Mercury controls, or is to do with journey, so it's absolutely ideally placed in the 3rd house. If you have any communication to do, you have any contracts to sign, you have any legals, that sort of thing, anything to do where there's contracts, communications, travel, then this comes really well, really well under the spotlight. Now, it does collide as it comes in there with Neptune. Now, Neptune you have to be a little bit wary of, because Neptune is all to do with illusion, it's all to do with dreams, can also be linked with sea travel as well. So, you know, if you are looking to go across water, or you're looking to communicate distance overseas, this can be a good thing, because what it tends to do, you know, where you are, because Capricorn, you know, you got to think about this, you are an earth sign, and you know, where water is concerned, you get on quite well with water because you tend to channel the water. So this is a great time for channeling thoughts. Now, if you're involved in any form of writing, if you're involved in any form of esoteric work, anywhere of the intuition, imagination, that sort of thing is involved, great week for you. This is almost a week of the road to Damascus, you know, things opening up for you, things coming together, but mostly to do with communication. It's a great week as far as anything of that is concerned. Now, the other thing that happens here is there is this 4th house, which at the moment is occupied by your new moon. Now, the new moon in the 4th house, it's in Aries, which is very driven. Now, again, you know, this may turn your week a little bit upside down, because Capricorn, you know, you like to know where you are. You're very, very astute, Capricorn. No one pulls the wool over your eyes. Nobody for very long, you know, gets the better of you, because you like to know exactly what it is. You're very critical as far as that's concerned. Now, when you get a new moon in your 4th house, it is great, because that can augment change. That can augment, you know, a change in energy for you. So you've had enough of one situation and you change and go on to a new situation. But it does sit as a challenge. And this is the key point here. And Uranus is down here as well. So what does this mean? Well, it means that this can be a week. And do bear in mind, you get overlaps of energy. You know, energy will come in sort of at least a week or so before. You'll get the peak, which is this week, and then you'll get the you know, drift off as you go towards next week. So it's all about energy. It's a bit like a weather forecast. There necessarily would be something that has been perhaps offered to you. Now, the fourth house is to do with the not the ending of things. It's to do with the conclusion of things. So if you have a question, am I going to travel to, I don't know, am I going to travel to Barbados or something this week? The fourth house is the area where you get the determination, where you get the answer to the question, where you get the ending, the final answer. Now, when you get a new moon in the fourth house, it can mean simply a move of house, because you know that is a major change of residence and can cause sort of a bit of an upset. But when you get a new moon in the fourth house, it normally means that something has been offered to you that creates a change of direction, and it may cause you a feeling of, shall I do this or shall I not do this, because it forms a square, it forms a challenging aspect. Now, you've also got Uranus in there, and Uranus is a planet that explodes. Uranus is the planet of courage, and it says to you, okay, let's go off in a direction and see what happens. So this is quite, you know, an interesting week, because, you know, as you consider that Venus then comes into the fifth house, and it is then saying to you, okay, well, why don't we go off and speculate, because Venus is an important planet as far as you guys are concerned. So this is a week to really, it's going to be a busy week for you guys, no two ways about it. It's going to be a busy week of mulling things over, thinking what it is that you necessarily really want, because don't forget, you know, Jupiter is in your 8th house as well, and that is all to do with expansion. But the time at the moment isn't right, I don't feel. But as you go over the coming 3, 4, 5 weeks, then, you know, you can see how this starts to unfold for you. So such an interesting week for you guys, Capricorn. And, you know, a lot going on. Thank you so much for getting involved. I only get, you know, I'm only designed here for a few minutes to do this, so I've actually overrun my time. Thank you very much for getting involved with me. And again, if you like what you hear and you want to subscribe to the channel, please press the subscribe button down the bottom there. This gets the videos out to you on a regular weekly basis and keeps you updated. And if you like the video, press the like button, please. Thank you. It means such a lot to us. Press the like button. But you know, I really do look forward to speaking to you guys again next week.